Hello, everyone. I waited this long to speak about the Americans who were kidnapped and killed in Mexico just to see where it would all go. And the Mexican media is talking about the victims' criminal records. Yes, they are. They look at this. I speak Spanish, you guys. I read Spanish. I write in Spanish. I understand what they're saying. They are talking about these victims' criminal past. Does that mean that they deserved to be shot and killed? Does it mean that they deserved to be kidnapped? Hell no. That does not mean that. But they're doing what the media does here in the States, right? Usually whenever it's a black person who is a victim, and you guys know this is true, they throw out their criminal past like it's going to make their victimhood any less egregious, like it is going to somehow change what we think about what has been done to them, like they deserved it or something. This is pure bullshit to me. How dare they? But, Mexico, they can talk about these people's records all they want. They are still a violent, in my opinion, country. They need to handle their own violence and their own criminals and their own, cartels, and stop trying to make these people who are victims look like they deserved it. So they talked about the guy's criminal past with drugs. And this last one, can't remember his name. The last one right here in the blue, he only had a small amount of marijuana, right? And then the woman, she didn't have a past with the drugs or anything like that. It was something not criminal, right? So anyway, I'm not going to go into all of that. I just wanted to talk about the media there, what they're doing. They, that's probably why it's not bothering them to try to bring the killers of, I can't pronounce the young lady who passed away, Shanquella Robinson. I think that's her name. Those criminals, those are real criminals, or whoever beat her to death. They're not worried about that. No, they're not worried about that at all, because she's a black female. And I'm starting to think, Mexico, you're a racist. That's my opinion on you guys there in the media. I'm not saying all the people are, but the media, how dare they? So anyway, Associated Press put out a report that a letter claiming to be from the Mexican drug cartel, blamed for abducting the 4 Americans and killing 2 of them, condemned the violence and said the gang turned over to authorities its own members who were responsible. So the gang of people who kidnapped these people and killed 2 of them, their own gang turned them over to the authorities. They said that they don't support the killing and kidnapping of innocent people. So in the letter obtained by the Associated Press through a Tamaulipas, I think that's how you say it, state law enforcement official, the Scorpions faction of the Gulf Cartel apologized to the residents of Matamoros, where the Americans were kidnapped, the Mexican woman who died in the cartel shootout, and the 4 Americans and their families. So there was a woman, a Mexican woman, who got a stray bullet, you guys, and she passed away. In the letter, they said, we have decided to turn over those who were directly involved and responsible in the events. who at all times acted under their own decision making and lack of discipline, the letter reads, adding that those individuals had gone against the cartel's rules, which include respecting the life and well-being of the innocent. Drug cartels have been known to issue communiques to intimidate rivals and authorities, but also at times like these, as public relations work to try to smooth over situations that could affect their business. And last Friday's violence in Matamoros was bad for cartel business. So they turned over there were 5 guys that the cartel turned over to the National Guard. Well, not the National Guard, but the police. The Americans' killings brought National Guard troops and an Army Special Forces outfit running patrols that heat up the plaza in narco terminology, Mexican security analyst David Saucedo said. So he's saying that the cartel is trying to smooth things over because it's interrupting their business on the streets. So, you know, the cartel is admitting that these people were innocent. There was no dealings of anything between them. And those guys who kidnapped them and killed 2 of them were not working on orders from the cartel. They did this on their own volition, of their own volition. So, you know, that apology means nothing. And in Mexico, murder is not a life sentence, you guys. So they'll serve time and they'll be out. But yeah, what do you guys think about the Mexican media talking about the criminal records of these people who were killed and kidnapped? And God knows what happened to them while they were kidnapped, right? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are you as pissed off about this as I am? Let me know. Let's talk about it.